Thanks for joining me in this video about Skyrim with the Requiem overhaul. And just like I did at level 20 and level 30, here I am at level 40, well, 43 now. And I wanted to do like I had before and just give a big picture look at where the character is and what I'm going to do next. So the super short version is this character is basically done. I've completed more or less everything that I wanted to do. I've got pretty much every item that I could possibly want, and now the only thing left is to finish up the super late game stuff. Like I need to go kill Alduin, I need to go do the Soul Cairn, and after those steps are done, I'm gonna retire the character and it'll be finished probably somewhere around level 45, I'm gonna guess, is where I'll manage to finish those up. But what have I been doing to gain those levels? So one thing I've done a lot of is I've just been grinding away really hard at Alteration. It's a little bit gamey, but the fact of the matter is that with a light armored character, there's pretty much no way to survive fighting invisible entities straight up, because I tried them a few times over in the Mehrunes Dagon Shrine, and they just kill me in 2 hits really quickly, and so the Soul Cairn would be practically impossible. So I've already done the quest with Tolfdir to get the really advanced mage armor spell. The problem is that right now it costs, let me see, how much mana does this thing cost? Yeah, 954 mana. So not going to be casting that anytime soon until I've gotten probably up into, well, magical absorption will be nice, but I need to get master alteration. I already took meta magical thesis, which wasn't enough apparently. So I'm gonna have to find some way to actually cast my super powerful spell. But I think I've got some solutions to that I can accomplish with gear. So we'll get there. And enchanting, I just did some crafting of just junk items. I made a bunch of bracers and enchanted them because I had a pile of soul gems sitting around that I wasn't doing anything with, and that was just part of what I used to spam up my level from the mid-30s up to 40. Haven't done anything with smithing in a while, haven't done anything with block in a while. One-handed has just been kind of lagging behind, but honestly, if you've seen the previous videos, damage is not much of a problem. Of course, it'll be nice at some point to take another War Axe perk and get even more armor penetration, but frankly, I'm just doing so much damage with these War Axes. Yeah, 362 damage on the Dragonbone War Axe, and that's not enchanted with anything, so just imagine what that would look like if I was also doing enchanting and making that damage even higher. But yeah, one-handed, I'll put some perks into it eventually, but it's not a super big issue. So Marksman, I've been dumping all my gold for about the last 6 levels into training up Marksman. Last you may have seen it, it was probably in the 50s, and I've just been training it really aggressively until I got it up to about 90. I've sold basically every item that I've managed to find up to this point. Like I sold Mehrunes Razor, all the random cool stuff that I've found along the way. I've been selling it to fund training for Marksman with Serene Gerard. And then just now, I'm up at Angie's camp up here in the Falkreath area and picked up a couple more levels in archery with her. So obviously at 80 I was able to take penetrating shot, which gives me even more armor penetration. Stunning precision, I mean, it sounds like a pretty good perk, but honestly, it's not all that important because mostly what I want my archery for is to kill dragons. I don't know if this has any capability to stun dragons. It would be cool if it did. I don't anticipate getting to 100 in archery right away. I'm pretty happy with it in the 90s. I think that'll be plenty. So evasion, once I get it to 75, I'll take Windrunner. That'll get me a little bit more stamina regen, which will be good, but that's, again, not a super huge issue because, as you can see, my stamina pool is massive. Sneak, not doing anything there. Lockpicking has just been solid in getting me some levels. I haven't really noticed much from Treasure Hunter, actually. I'm not sure what to make of that. I have been finding quite a bit of jewelry. Like, pretty consistently, I'll find at least one good piece of jewelry in each chest, but I'm not sure if that's Requiem standard or if that's an effective Treasure Hunter. So I don't have anything tangible to report back on that front. Speech has just been steadily steadily going up. I need to go and talk to Parthenax and meditate on Foos so that I'll have resistance to shouts when I go and fight the Bone Men in the Soul Cairn, and when I eventually go and fight Alduin. Those will be pretty helpful. I've totally given up on doing anything with Conjuration. Alteration is taking all my focus there. And basically the next steps I'm going to do is I'm going to finish getting Alteration up to 100. I'm going to take all of these perks up here. I'm already at 90% in my magic resistance when I have my shield out. So let's see if we can take a look at that. So 60% magic resist without my shield. Using the Shield of Solitude, that gets it up to 90. Right now I have some fire resist boots that I put on just to... I was fighting a fire dragon earlier, so I put those on. And once I have my mage armor up, the perk for that, it doesn't show up for whatever reason in the attributes overview, but I think it gives somewhere between 15 and 25% additional elemental resist to all because of that particular perk within Alteration. So I've got about 50% of each magic resist. I've got 90% magic resist. Fun fact, those apply multiplicatively. So first magic resist, if you have 90%, then so that takes away 90% of an offensive spell's effect, and then after that, if it's an elemental spell, then it will apply further. So if something like, say I get hit with a fire spell first, 90% of that is reduced, and then if I've got 50% fire resist, another 50% is taken off. So effectively I've got 95% resistance to fire and 93% resistance to frost and shock, assuming I'm doing the math right on that, which I'm pretty sure that I am. Anyway, if you saw the last episode where I just have been absolutely smashing mages and pretty much ignoring any sorts of magical attacks, that's why they're totally ineffective, and I think that's having some sort of a plan for your character on how you're going to resist magic effects is pretty essential. And then once I'm meditating on Foos and am more resistant to shouts, I think that will further improve my defenses. So the next steps for this character, I'm just going to go straight toward the end game. There's almost nothing left that I can fight that's any sort of a challenge. So I just want to wrap up, complete the main quest lines, and then after that we'll be moving on to the next build. But thanks for following along this far. I've got a couple more videos left to go. I think they'll be some of the better ones, so stick around and hope you enjoy. Talk to you soon.